Now that our parasailing editing image has a border around it, we need to change its size to a more suitable dimension. When changing its size, it is sometimes necessary to resize the image to fit within certain space limitations. Resize means to scale or change the dimensions of the photo. Zooming in or dragging a corner of the document window to change the size is not the same as actually changing the dimensions of the photo. Photoshop uses a mathematical process called resampling when it changes the number of pixels. The program calculates how to add new pixels to the photo to match those that are already there. When you resize a photo, you must take many things into consideration, such as type of file, the width, the height, and the resolution. Resolution refers to the number of pixels per inch printed on a page, and not all photos lend themselves to resizing. So to resize this image, we're going to go to Image, Image Size, which will bring in the Image Size window. We want to play around with the document size. And what we're going to do is we're going to change the width to a 4. And one thing I want you to notice is that the height, which is right now 3.237, is going to change along with it because of this lock symbol here. Once the width is changed, the height will adjust automatically, and you're going to hit OK. If you've noticed down here, this now says 4 inches by 3.123, which is what it said in the other window. From here, we can now print this image if we wanted to. File, Print. We'll bring up the print box if there is the print dialog box if there is a printer connected to your computer. Command P is the shortcut. Or you could print just one copy. It might bring up a dialog box if you have more than one printer connected to your computer, which is Option, Shift, Command, P. That will just print one copy of whatever you're looking at. We will now save the resized photo a couple different ways. We're going to go to File, Save As, because we are going to change its name. You could also hit Shift, Command, S. And we're going to call this one Parasailing for Print. That lets us know what the topic is, and it's still parasailing, and that this one is ready to be printed. So we save that, let that one go, answer our JPEG options, which for right now is OK. Next topic, we're going to save this photo for the web. When preparing photos for the web, you often need to compromise between display quality and file size. Web users do not want to wait while large photos load from the web to their individual computer systems. Photoshop provides several commands to compress the file size of an image while optimizing its online display quality. Optimization is the process of changing the photo to make it most effective for its purposes. The Save for Web Devices command allows you to preview optimized images in different file formats and with different file attributes for precise optimization. You simultaneously can view multiple versions of a photo and modify settings as you preview the image. Photoshop allows you to save the photo in a variety of formats, such as GIF, which is compressed graphic format, designed to minimize file size and electronic transfer time, or as an HTML, hypertext markup language file, which contains all the necessary information to display your photo in a web browser. So to do this, we're going to go to File, Save for Web Devices, which is Option, Shift, Command, S. And your screen should change to something like this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get the pictures to fit on the screen. So we're going to go down here to the zoom and select Fit on Screen. If the upper right one is not selected, please click it now. You can tell it is clicked because it has a light blue border around it. Over here on the list, for colors, you're going to make sure this says 256 colors. If not, hit the drop-down arrow and select it again. To the top right screen, you're going to right-click or hit Control left-click to bring up this little sub-menu and make sure the size download time is for 512 kilobytes per second or cable DSL. We're then going to change the width of this image. We're going to make its width in image size 500, which will change its percent zoom, which will also change the height automatically because these two are linked. If we were to break the link like that, it will both will be adjustable, but we want to keep them linked together. If you notice, the images over here all adjusted because they are all now with a width of 500 and a height of 390. After this, you want to hit save. And we're going to rename this one Parasailing for Web. We should now have several different parasailing images. We have the original, the one that we were editing, the one that is ready for print, and we will now have the parasailing for the web, which is optimized for web viewing. Save, and now it looks like nothing has happened, but the image was saved nonetheless. To see it, we are going to go to this BR, which is Launch Bridge. Bridge is a file viewing window, kind of like Finder for the Mac or File Explorer for Microsoft. Okay. And what this program does is it gives us a lot of information about the files themselves. You have to locate the files. I know mine are on the desktop. CS3 data files, chapter 1, and here they are. I have the one that we were editing, the one that is ready for print, one that is ready for the web, and the original. As you can see, the file size over here is 102 kilobytes, which is very small, where the original one is twice the size. This will allow for faster download times and much easier viewing on the internet. When you're done with Adobe Bridge, you can close out of it with the red X, go back to Photoshop, make sure you save your work, and to quit Photoshop, you can get here, click Photoshop, quit, or Command Q.